Okay, so I wanted to finish this off by adding the skein of migration across the top here. I think it just gives the whole painting life. So first of all, I think that the size of this line is a little bit small for the little bit bigger size of painting that I have here. So I put on some tracing paper, something that would fit a little bit better, and that way I can just move this around to see what would work the best. I see with the original here that I like so much is that the last bird here is over the missing bump that I don't put in here. The last bird here in this group is just slightly forward. And then as far as the angle goes and the width from the, I think this is too close to the mountain here. So I'm going to go up a little bit higher, maybe like this. I think that looks pretty good to me. It gives me some sky up here. Let's see, maybe move this over just a little bit. So the margin here isn't quite the same as the margin over here. So we're designing this line to fit the composition the way we like it. Well, looks, should I have it up just a little bit further up? I think maybe just a little farther up. Up, 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 just a little. Doesn't take much. The tolerance on this small sketch is quite narrow. Yeah, then I've got my pencil, and then what I do is I'll just go in here and I'll make a dot, just a little dot where I'm going to position each one of these marks. I just really like the way that that whole line worked. Sometimes I feel like I can draw a little bit here with the pencil, and then sometimes it's just going to be a dot. I think I can draw these and draw this one underneath here, this one, and this one. Now let's see how that works. I can barely see it. However, you will see it when I draw. Okay, so I'm going to mix up two different mixtures here, kind of a light blue-gray, medium blue-gray here. Let's see, where's my paper, piece of paper here to see how that would work. That's blue for sure. I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be kind of a grayish color. That's pretty dark, so I'm going to need more water in this. Then I can come back with a darker, there's some darker paint right there. So let's see if this one's light enough. Lighter. Well, we'll see. Okay, so here's my first dot corresponding to this, or I can put this up here like this, I guess, and make this mark right up here. So let's get start with a medium light color. This is a number 2 round. I seldom use this small of a brush, but I need less water and a little bit of a point. So let's just go like this. That's my first one. So here's another dot right here. So a distance between these two. I'm going to get rid of a little bit of water on the edge of my brush and see if I can make this smaller. I'm making my own shapes here now, so these are the same size. So let's make this one just a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's good. And maybe I could use a tissue to blot this just a bit lighter so it looks farther away. Okay, let's try this next dot here. So make it kind of like a straight line, and then a round part like this. That's good. I like that. Okay, next dot is right here, and that needs to be very thin. So I'll roll my brush to make a point, and then make this kind of a mark, relatively smaller, and like this. All right, now that means this one could be a bit darker, so I'm going to get a little more paint, and then just touch in the middle. That's just enough. Good, that gives us a feeling of distance. Now the next one is right here. That's this one. So let's go this very lightly. Oops. I'm gonna use that tissue again just to blot it down. Next one is right here. So we can go like that. Try to make each one slightly different than the last. Okay, this, maybe let's say this one's a little closer, so we'll just go like this, and like this, and like that. And then maybe this one over here. So line up, and over, and around. That's good. Let's get this one here, just a little darker and bigger. That's good. I just have these last four right here. So I've got this one. Different shape. Try to make that a slightly different shape. And this one, I'm just going to make that abbreviated. This one here, a little less abbreviated, but somewhat. The farther away they are. And then this one, like that. And there we have our line of birds. I like this so much, I'm going to sign it. I'll get a little mat for it somewhere. There we go. Signing with a pencil keeps it from being as dark as anything else in here, but still registers. And that's how I add an element of life consistent with the style of the painting.